Serial killer realizes he's been caught 45 years later.
Hi, good morning. I'm so sorry. I'm super embarrassed. Yeah. Hi, puppy.
Let me get.
This man is 74-year-old John Arthur Getrew, an elderly homeowner in Hayward, California. What he doesn't know is that
So he was killing people when he was 30?
Speaking with an undercover officer closing in on a decades-old secret, and things are about to take an unexpected turn.
I was turning around in your driveway, and I accidentally hit your car.
Which one?
The one parked in the driveway. Do you want to maybe take a look to see if we should exchange insurance information?
Take a peek.
Oh, man, I'm so sorry. So embarrassing.
Are there actually that, like, there's undercover cops, like, TV show? I knew undercover cops exist, and you see videos. You ever see the video on the one guy on TikTok? He's in, it's in New York, and he'll stumble, the clerks will record him, and he'll stumble in with a half-empty bottle of Hennessy, like some stereotypical. It'll just be like, yeah, man, I'm looking for some drugs. Just so they're like, dude, you're a cop. You're a cop. And show it. Dude, look up undercover cop New York City, and it'll instantly show up. It's just some guy, and and it's like every week he'll just stumble into a different store, same outfit on, and it's like he's clearly like a clean-shaven man, but he acts like a homeless guy, like looking for drugs. And it's like, dude, they know that you're lying.
Yeah, go ahead. Hands behind your back. Face the car. Go ahead, face the car.
Oh, I thought they were going to do a whole conversation. What the is this? I thought they were going to like have a conversation with him and try and get him to talk about it. No? Am I crazy? Why did she need to be undercover for this? Like, she was just like, I hate your car. You have to come outside. What? Because they're not allowed to, like, they didn't have a warrant to arrest him or something?
Watch this. We'll talk to you in a minute.
Or go into his house? Yeah, they can't get him in his house.
Anybody else in the house? No, my wife's at work.
Deputies give John a routine pat-down before he's led to the front seat of a police vehicle.
Take a seat.
You want to rest on that seat? You're gonna close the door, make sure the dogs...
Yes.
We'll take care of your dogs. Okay. Yeah.
Though he hasn't been
He hasn't even asked why he's arrested yet. I feel like he has to know, right? Like, with how calm he is.
told why he's been arrested, John applauds the deputies for the ruse.
Good line for coming out of the house, get that guy out of the house.
Months earlier, cold case investigators in Santa Clara County reopened a murder case that had remained
from 1973. What makes somebody reopen a murder case from 45 fucking years ago?
Unsolved for 45 years. DNA from the crime scene was compared to a public database, allowing investigators to trace a family tree and identify John, a husband, father, and former Boy Scout leader, as the primary suspect.
Oh my God, was he killing Boy Scouts?
Investigators bring him in for questioning, hoping to uncover the truth. Is this devoted husband and father simply the wrong man? Or has his carefully lived life been a cover for something far more sinister? The following is based on official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before.
So I'm Sergeant Cortez, okay? I'll let you know what's going on and why you're here today.
Yeah,
okay?
I'd like to know.
Yeah, absolutely, of course. Before I let you know what's going on, I just want to get your personal information. Just confirm your name. Your full name is John Arthur
Getrew.
Getrew?
G-E-T-R-E-U.
Okay.
I mean, this is going to sound like a stupid question. Do you think he, like, vividly remembers? I mean, murdering somebody is a big event. But I'm like, if this was 45 years ago, don't you think he would just get a lot of the details wrong? Like, he might be an old man with dementia now. Like, he's like 75. Not fully remember. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're going to ask him questions. He's going to be like, I don't fucking know.
Were you ever in the military?
No.
No. Have you ever been arrested in the past?
No.
John shares basic information about his past and childhood, revealing that he was born in Newark, Ohio, and spent the early years of his life moving frequently due to his father's long military career. He spent a significant part of his teen years in West Germany, where his family lived on a U.S. military base.
Now, you mentioned that he had never been arrested, and I found out something happened in Germany.
Okay,
Can you tell me about
I
that?
was arrested in Germany.
Okay, what happened with that? Can you tell me about
He was arrested in Germany. Do those police records track over? If you commit a crime in, like, Thailand or, you know, fucking Mongolia, and then you come back to the U.S., does that, like, sit on your track record if you're applying to jobs? I think maybe in the police database. I doubt in, like, a job market. You think if you're applying to Walmart and they went 10 years ago, you fucking robbed someone in Germany, you think they would have that?
I was accused of murder.
The revelation is
In Germany, he was accused of murder.
especially jarring.
Can you tell me about that?
I was accused of murder.
The revelation is especially jarring, given that he's here today on accusations of his involvement in a completely separate murder.
Tell me about what happened. What was the accusation against you?
I killed a chaplain's daughter.
Okay.
And that was all I knew.
Okay. Do you remember what happened?
No.
With this young female?
No,
No?
I didn't even know her.
The young girl, 15-year-old Margaret Williams, attended a dance at an American youth club one Saturday night in 1963, when John was just 18 years old. The two were said to have met on the street shortly after, where she agreed to let him walk her home.
And then she was never seen again?
Her body was discovered the next day.
No! How did he get cleared for that?
On a baseball diamond behind the club. She'd been sexually assaulted and strangled.
My
You didn't
God.
even know her? Why did they arrest you? I mean,
Probably the next day
okay.
after they found the body, I guess.
Okay. How did they tie you to this body? How did they connect you to this body?
Somebody had seen me, walk that direction or walk towards the school, or
Okay.
it was an elementary school.
Okay. Did you? I mean, I don't know the details of what
I
happened.
don't know the
You better ask, did you kill her?
details either, so
Okay. Did you actually meet this young lady?
that's what they say.
Though John maintains his innocence, he was found guilty at trial for Margaret's murder.
Oh my God, what? He was convicted in Germany and then moved back to the United States? John Arthur Gertrude, son of former Newark resident, was sentenced to 10 years in prison, found of rape slaying 16-year-old girl. 10-year sentence maximum.
Ultimately receiving a sentence of 10 years in a German juvenile prison. Because of his age at the time, he was released after serving roughly 2/3 of his sentence. Then he walked free.
And so you spent actually 6 years in prison? on
Something
it?
like that.
Wow. And then how? After you were released, what happened?
I just was dropped off at McGuire.
Only 10. Different country, different rules, and he was a teenager. If you were a teenager when you commit crimes, even if you are a legal adult, you tend to get more lenient charges off of the fact that you're younger.
Air Force Base, and my father picked me up, and that was it.
That was it? You came back to the
Never
United
heard
States?
a word from him. Nothing.
Okay.
After returning to the United States, John moved to California, and in 1975 was
And it was the 60s. Keep that in mind.
once again at the center of a serious crime.
And then at some point, there was another accusation against you about a sexual assault from the Palo Alto Police Department?
Palo Alto Police Department.
Okay.
That's when I was the leader of an Explorer post.
Okay. Can you tell me about what happened there?
Nothing.
Okay.
I
It's
was
just
accused, interviewed, and that was it.
Okay. What's this allegation? I got to ask you.
Yeah.
This allegation that this young girl made against you that you sexually assaulted her.
Yeah.
Did that actually happen?
No, not that not that I know of. And if I was
Not that I know of. Wouldn't you just say no? Not that I know of. I feel like you just go, no.
arrested for specifically that, and then not even tried, and then
Unless he's actually just so old that he can't remember.
nothing's happened. Like I told him, nothing happened.
Yeah.
I never saw her again.
Did you end up serving time for that? Do you remember?
No, I didn't. I didn't serve any time that I know of.
Okay.
I can't.
Why does he keep saying that I know of in everything?
No.
Okay.
It was so piddly that
You weren't didn't go to trial or anything
No.
like that. Okay.
According to multiple news sources, John was 31 years old when the teenager came forward.
Because he's old? Oh, yeah. Well, you know, you're set. What's like the average age somebody gets dementia? 83, but it often occurs with people over 65. So he could just literally not remember.
Kill her if she didn't comply. He received a 6-month sentence, serving just 30 days on weekends after 5 were suspended.
So I want to tell you a little bit.
Wait, he was found guilty of that?
He revolted and strangled her, but threatened to kill her if she didn't comply. He received a 6-month sentence, serving just 30 days on weekends after 5 were suspended.
So I want to tell you a little bit
He got 6 months for sexually assaulting someone?
about my investigation, okay? Are you familiar with the with Palo Alto area, Stanford area, the hills in Stanford?
Yeah.
You go out there? You
I
ever,
was a scout leader. I traveled all those hills.
what hills which hills are you talking
Well, we were out in the Bay, Half Moon Bay Hills,
Okay.
and I traveled up through there, hiked with the boys.
Did you ever go in the hills, like in the area around Page Mill Road? Page Mill Road, like just west of Stanford?
No.
No, you never went to that area?
No.
Okay. So I'm investigating there's a murder up there.
Well, yeah, but what are they? Well, yeah, no, there's a murder up there. He knows about the murder. They just talked about that. But what I don't understand is how do they now have DNA evidence 45 years later? Are they testing DNA that they had then that they couldn't test then and were able to now?
Leslie Marie Perloff was a 21-year-old Stanford University graduate working as a law clerk at the North County Law Library in Palo Alto, California in 1973. Her body was found dumped in the Stanford.
Wait, he got accused of multiple murders? Oh, no, this was 2 years prior. So this is the murder that he's talking about how he got accused of, and then also the sexual assault. So you got guilty murder in Germany. 1973, he killed somebody. Was questioned but released. And then 1975, he got convicted for sexual assault.
Dish hiking area. A floral scarf was found tightly knotted around her neck and had been used as a ligature to strangle her to death. It was DNA found beneath her fingernails that led them to John, who at the time worked near the Stanford campus as a security guard.
You ever see this young lady? You know her?
No, who's that?
It's a young lady that an investigation I'm doing, and she was murdered. Do you ever see her at all?
No.
She look familiar?
Leslie's 1972 orange Chevrolet Nova was found parked at the gate of an old quarry near Old Page Mill Road, just east of where her body was found.
Do you remember ever stopping by the side of the road and looking into this vehicle?
What's so confusing about this was so long ago that the cops that could be investigating him weren't even born yet when he killed this person. Like, imagine investigating a crime from a period where you didn't exist. Like, how weird that would feel. Like, this guy killed somebody like 10 years before you were born.
It's an orange Chevy Nova.
No.
No?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you know the name?
I don't get it because I doubt he remembers. I think he would remember that. I think even if he has light level dementia, murdering somebody is probably something that would get burned into your brain. Unless you like blacked out. Like some people that kill people black out and they don't remember it because it's like they were raged or too emotional or something.
Leslie Perloff? Leslie Perloff?
No.
No? Okay. She wasn't a girlfriend of yours?
Oh, no.
Okay. I had to ask.
She's cute anyway.
Yeah, very.
That would be
very cute.
she'd be about 18 years old, I guess.
Okay.
At Stanford. Yeah, Stanford graduate. Yeah. But that's it. I don't even recognize her.
Curiously, the sergeant hasn't shared with John that Leslie was a Stanford graduate.
Why do you say that she's
Ooh. Oh my God. No. I never said she was a Stanford graduate. It's just a lady. He didn't even share I mean, he might have said like where her body was found or something. But...
Stanford graduate.
Well, just by the way she dresses and all in this area, you know.
Sure.
But, you know, I didn't say graduate either. I said, you know.
No, he said Stanford graduate.
She's a college kid.
Oh, okay. Now this young lady was obviously murdered, like I said.
I don't know if that's enough, because it'd be like, obviously, if he's like, this young lady was murdered, it has to do with you. Yeah, she probably looks like a Stanford graduate. Like, your mind's probably jumping to, like, the relation to you. So I don't think that's enough for them to pin it on him. Like, obviously, it's sus, and we know that the DNA shows that he did it. But, like, from a legal perspective, that's not grounds to, like, convict someone. It's the way he said it. No, I agree, Taylor, that he's definitely guilty. But I'm saying, from a legal standpoint, that's how you get off from that, because, like, that's not enough.
She was strangled.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever think about doing anything like that?
Nope.
I know that you were accused of a sexual assault, right? Would you ever think about committing a sexual assault?
I have no reason for it.
And I'm going to ask you these tough questions because it's part of the investigation.
Yeah.
When you were younger, did you ever fantasize about sexual assault?
It's what it sounds like by looking at my record.
Yeah. Or killing a young woman? Okay.
Well, isn't the murder that he was convicted of in Germany also a strangling? Like, that's what just puts 2 and 2. Like, that makes it look way more sus. Same killing method.
No.
Same age of the woman.
In this investigation, if your DNA was on this young lady, why would you think your DNA was on her?
Haven't the slightest idea.
Were you involved in the murder of this young girl?
Nope.
As the sergeant continues to press for answers, John inches closer to a major mistake, not yet aware of what he's about to give away.
You know about DNA and how it's transferred, right?
Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't he just say some shit like, I worked at the university? If she went there, she might have encountered an object that I had been involved with. She might have passed me in a hallway or something. And, like, I just don't understand why he wouldn't just, like, say something like that. Because he's just saying nothing. Is that better? I feel like if you're trying to get out of this, it was in her nails. Oh, yeah. Like, she was fighting him. Is that what they mean when they say in her nails? Like, she was scratching at him, and then his skin was under her nails, or like blood, or whatever it was.
No, this can be how it's transferred. I can always tell.
Okay, tell me about that.
Yeah, one is semen.
Okay.
One is from the mouth.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah.
That's the only two that I know of.
Okay.
Now, if there's some that are bodily, I mean, other than these two transferred, then it's totally different.
Okay. And you know about technology now, advances in technology
is getting good.
Yeah, so they're
catching them every day.
But how are they getting the DNA of the woman from 45 years ago today? That's what I don't understand. Did they keep her body, or like a frozen sample or something because it was a cold case? So they kept a sample just waiting, like in evidence. They already had it. I know, but I'm saying like the body would have been gone by now. The body's been either buried or cremated.
Yeah. How do you think your DNA would be on a person?
Don't know.
Don't know? Okay.
Especially this person or these two persons.
What two persons?
Well, that you're talking about.
Yeah.
The two young women.
Okay. I showed you a picture of that one young lady.
Yeah. No.
Okay. What's the second young lady?
The one up on the one up on the hill.
Okay.
Yeah. There's two different places you're talking about.
Okay. One of them's up on the hill?
Yeah.
Okay. And then up on what hill? Well, you mentioned the hill.
Yeah, you mentioned it.
I mentioned the hills.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's the other one?
Well, I thought when he said 2 women, he's talking about the one woman that he got convicted for sexual assault, because those are 2 different things.
Because I don't remember another one.
Well, there's
Or is he confessing to 2 crimes? Is he confessing to another murder?
there's the 2 girls. It's not both the same place.
Okay. I mentioned one girl up on the hill.
Yeah, I mean, okay, wherever she was, wherever the second girl was.
Oh, okay.
What second girl is he talking about?
While the sergeant doesn't yet know it, another woman was found in the Palo Alto area in 1974, 1 year after Leslie's body was discovered. 21-year-old Janet Taylor was found dumped along Sandhill Road.
Oh my God. So he was a security guard at a college just fucking like raping and murdering women?
In the same Stanford Dish hiking area. According to news sources, she'd also been assaulted and strangled to death. The serial killer responsible for the deaths of both Leslie and Janet would escape justice for decades.
Okay, what I don't understand is when like serial killers have wives. Because what's the difference in his brain between a woman that he's murdering and using sexually versus one that he wants to be with? Chat, it's Dexter's, number 1, Dexter's a show. Number 2, it's different than Dexter. Dexter kills people and murderers and marries just like a woman that he's in love with. This guy is committing sex crimes and then murdering them as some sort of attracted fantasy. And then he also has a woman that he's in love with. Like that, I don't get that. Same thing with like Ted Bundy.
In my investigation that, you know...
I'm guilty and that's it.
Well, I'm trying, you know... well, there's a couple things, John. Your DNA's on her.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm not trying to find out who did it. What I'm trying to find out is why you did it. And I think you know more than you're telling me.
Do they really ask that? Like they need to know motive? Does that help with conviction, or is it just like morbid curiosity? Like they need to ask him why did you kill this woman? It helps.
No, I wish I knew.
With John refusing to admit the truth, another...
It might change conviction off of motive. Because that's the difference too between like 1st, 2nd, and 3rd degree murder.
And the added pressure will soon tear his lies even further apart.
It's not an accident that your DNA got there. Your DNA and the type of DNA and where it is on the victim, there's no other explanation. You committed this crime. We know you committed this crime. Okay? What we don't know is why. And we're going to give you the opportunity to explain it to us.
You don't have to. I thought about it and that's all I can think of. No.
Know what?
No, I'm not guilty.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you right now you are.
Okay, fine.
Okay? You had to have known this day was coming.
Yeah, I know that. That's why it took so damn long.
As they push harder for the truth about Leslie, John once again lets slip that she was...
But see, what I don't understand... No, what I don't understand, though, is like, if he's trying to plead his innocence, and then he's like, no, I'm not guilty, but why did it take so damn long? Well, those are 2 conflicting sentences. I didn't do it, but why did it take you so damn long? What? Because he's old? Yeah, maybe that's why he's like, yeah, he's slipping up like that. But I'm saying, like, if you're 75, would you even try to defend yourself at that point? Because there's no light, like, dude, you're going to die in 5 years. I'd be like, whatever, man.
Wasn't the only one he left in the hills.
So why her?
I don't even know who she
Instant sub only.
is. If that's the first girl or the one girl that's up on the hill or whatever, you know.
What do you mean the first girl?
Well, he said there's 2 people, there's 2 girls, unless I misunderstood him. They were killed within probably an hour of each other and 2 hours of each other, or a day, or who knows.
Do you remember? How do you remember those details?
Some of the questions he's asked me.
Do you remember seeing any newspaper articles or media about?
Do you think there's more people outside of those 2? I feel like no, unless it was in a different area. because the way that he just brought up the other person was as if it was those three, and then that was it.
Nobody, but that girl there is not the other one that he showed me. If that's the girl there with, the other picture, I doubt it.
Why's that?
I mean, look at the body.
Mm-hmm.
It could be somebody else. I don't think they're the same one.
Is that why you don't recognize her?
No.
What
because
the
that's not
fuck
the girl
is
that
he
you know?
saying right now? I'm paying attention and I'm lost. Are you getting what he's? I feel like he's just talking gibberish right now purposefully. He went, it's like, it doesn't look like her. I'm like, this is the only picture they showed you. What are you talking about?
Question, I don't recognize her. I've never seen her.
Do you think it was a different girl that you killed and that's not the one we're
I
showing
didn't
you?
kill any girl.
You didn't kill the girl in Germany?
No? Well, that's total different. That's when I was 18 years old or younger.
In a final confrontation, investigators forced John to face the mounting evidence against him.
There's a situation in Germany where a girl ends up dead and you weren't there.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have a situation
Here. That was
years later after you came back to the States where a girl ends up dead and you say you weren't there, yet your DNA is there.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the chances are of that happening?
Oh, extremely low. Extremely low. Like, it's definitely him, but there is historical cases of men and women that have just been at the wrong place at the wrong time 5 times. And so they just constantly show up in criminal cases, and it makes it seem like them, but it's just like they got unlucky.
I don't know.
What would you do?
He's fidgeting too much. That could also just be him literally being old with the shakes. Like, my grandfather's like he might not be nervous shaking. He might just be shaking.
If you were us and you were investigating this case, what would that look like to you?
There's a brick wall.
What do you mean there's a brick wall?
Well, I mean, you found out, you couldn't find out, so.
What do you mean I found out and I couldn't find
Oh,
out?
nothing. I'm just let it go.
Well, you understand it's my job not to let things like that go, right?
I have nothing to say about it.
It's got to be quite a burden, John.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to put the questioning from here on, unless I'm represented by somebody in the courts.
What do you mean?
A lawyer.
You'd like a lawyer?
I like a lawyer.
Okay. Thanks, John.
After requesting a lawyer, the interrogation came to an end.
Why didn't he ask for a lawyer immediately? Isn't that what isn't that like the thing they say to do if you're ever like questioned by a police officer outside of like a traffic stop is like, don't talk to them because they're only going to try and get shit out of you that they otherwise wouldn't be allowed to. Be like, even if you're innocent, like it's not even, even if you know you're innocent, don't talk because they'll try and pin it on you in any way whatsoever. And then you might get yourself fucked for something you didn't do. Especially like that's one thing, I mean, not of all cops, but like detective in general and just like historical police accounts, like minorities as well, not this case, but minorities as well, get crimes pinned on them. Like if you're a black guy and you get arrested for something you didn't do, don't talk to the guy. Ask for a lawyer. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk. It's not me. I don't want to talk to you. And then because they're going to try and get you to say something that makes you seem sus as fuck. And then they're going to pin it on you.
But justice quickly caught up with 74-year-old John Arthur Getrew,
who
was arrested and
Oh shit, this was a while ago.
booked into the Santa Clara County Main Jail with a $10 million bond.
$10 million.
In January 2019, DNA from the torn crotch of Janet Taylor's underwear was also determined to be a match for John. In September 2021, a jury found him guilty of first-degree murder with infliction of great bodily injury in the killing of 21-year-old Janet Taylor. He was sentenced to 7 years to life in prison, finally putting a serial killer who had escaped justice for decades behind bars for good. In January 2023, he pleaded guilty to the murder of Leslie Perloff and received a second life sentence to be served consecutive with the first. According to multiple news sources, John Getru died of natural causes on September.
Isn't it a little weird when they're like handing out? I understand it's like you have to follow the legal process, but if you convict a 75-year-old man for a 25-year sentence, why is it like, yeah, you're getting 5 life sentences? Like, bitch, you're dying in prison in 3. He died immediately after conviction. He died like 4 months after conviction.
Consecutive with the first. According to multiple news sources, John Getru died of natural causes on September 22nd, 2012.
Do you think he like regrets it? Or not even regret, like feels bad, or remorse rather, guilt, not regret. Because regret could be, when somebody says they regret something, it could just be because of the consequences versus guilt or remorse. Like, I don't know. You can't really get inside his mind. The way he was acting, no. When he accidentally mentioned a second victim without realizing the detective never mentioned her, wow, investigators' adrenaline must have been pumping. Realized what he was saying. I wouldn't have realized what he was saying. I mean, maybe I'm a fucking idiot. I would have been like, this old guy's just yapping to me. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. When he was like, there was another girl, I'd be like, dude, what are you talking about, man?